All right, we're going to watch Aidan's breaststroke from the front. We get into his breaststroke here. You see he does a good job of getting that head up nice and early as his hands are just a little bit past his shoulders here and here. His head's starting to break that surface, so that's a really good job. I like how high your shoulders come up to the water. Your head's looking nice and still. Good job of letting your hands break a little bit of the surface. You've sometimes gone a little bit too high with those hands. That one looked really good. Good job of getting your head nice and down in that water. As you get closer, you're going to see that your hands are a little bit more wide apart than we'd like to see them. Okay, here's you're extending your stroke. You can kind of see you have about 6 to 8 inches in between your hands there. Make sure those hands stay almost like one on top of the other. Not directly one on top of the other, but almost like side by side, one on top of the other, so you're really able to stretch out that stroke a little bit better, Aidan. Good job of driving forward. Great job of finishing your kick. And when your legs are finished, you start in that next pull, so that's a good job of getting into your next stroke right away. Like that a lot. Timing on breaststroke is excellent. You know, if I had to say one thing as far as coming up, is you may be coming up a little bit too high, okay? So you've got really the upper part of your rib cage here is above the water. Just try and keep it more towards the middle of that chest. Don't come up quite so high because you're almost coming up to the point of going in a backwards motion, okay? You want to make sure you're always moving forward and never moving backwards. So if you can kind of stay a little bit lower in that water, I think it's going to help your breaststroke out. Good catch with the water. Good job of pressing your hands out. Good job of extending your arms, but you can see real quick, so your legs aren't fully together here, okay? And your hands are way wide apart, so let's make sure those hands don't go quite so early until you finish that kick. Finish that kick. Sometimes you were, sometimes you weren't, so make sure you finish that kick always. Good touch right there with your hands. You're not directly looking at your hand, but you're looking in the right direction. Make sure that the head and those eyes are really focused more on that hand. As it comes off the wall, your hand's a little bit high, okay? We want to see it slide right behind your ear, right by your head. Don't quite overextend there. Knee position here, awesome. So that means your feet are really, really good. So that's exactly where you need to be as far as your legs go. Good strong push. Okay, that dolphin kick was very little, very hard to see. So we want to make sure we get a stronger dolphin kick, okay? Pull out, you can see here that your hands are a little wide. Make sure those hands are right on the front of your thighs. That's the back of your thighs, obviously, but on the opposite side, on the front of your thighs. That'll help get your shoulders a little more hunched, which will then help keep your body a little more streamlined as you're finishing that underwater pull. Underwater kick, you can see that your head is broken the surface, your feet are really wide, so you've yet to start your stroke. So you came up really, really quick there. When we look at underwater, we're going to see how deep you are, but my thought is real quick, you need to go a little bit deeper because you want that head to break the water right as your first stroke is going, not as you're finishing your kick. So the breakout's got to get a little bit better, but I think we can work on that and get that fixed. Okay? Kind of see it was a little bit slow getting in there, but I think we'll fix that. Good job, Aidan.